He's 17, stands 5'10". He fights out of Bayelski Martial Arts and hails from Halifax, Robert Hughes. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, weighing in 7'7". He's 16, stands at 6'4". He fights out of the unit MMA.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, cage door set to close on this amateur welterweight contest. Robert Hughes from Bagurski MMA fighting out of the blue corner. He's in the Alien Jiu-Jitsu black with yellow trim shorts as he takes on the units. Raul Vlad, 2-0 in the techie shorts, touch gloves. And this is a tough ask for Robert Hughes.
Yeah, I mean, wow, powerful strikes by Vlad. And keeping lovely distance here.
Yeah.
Pressuring right in, getting that body lock. Oh, but jumping for a guillotine.
Jumping guard, but I don't think it's on. No, and he's going to have to be very, very slick off his back with a very strong Raul Vlad on top.
Yeah, Vlad, especially at this weight class, you know, he is imposing. You know, he's got a big frame for it, and he is heavy on top.
And did I hear the age right? 16 years old.
Yeah, 16.
I'm a teacher. It frightens me that there are students out there that could absolutely destroy me. And yet here he is, playing with some mission control, a little bit of rubber guard.
Yeah, perhaps working for a triangle.
Yeah, I love the fact he's staying active, trying to...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like if you're not going to wrestle from the bottom, this is exactly what you need to be doing. And again, he's got a full guard. He briefly looked for sort of a triangle guard. At least that controls your man's posture a little better.
Worked his way back to the cage if Vlad's going to have to pull him away a little bit, and you can see that's exactly what he was saying. So I'm going to let you up and hit you. Yeah. And again.
Well, and Vlad is clearly confident with his boxing.
Yeah, and seems like his chin is holding up well as well.
Yeah, shooting for that double leg against the cage and drops him down hard.
Absolutely. A little bit of time to work here in top position, but as Robert Hughes has shown, you can't sleep on this young man on his back. He's going to stay active.
Yeah, I mean, Hughes is actually doing a really good thing in that every time he hits the floor, he's cutting an angle. He's never straight on. And here we go, fishing for maybe an armbar or an omoplata.
But still works himself back in it now, threatening maybe with that triangle.
Yeah, just trying to isolate an arm.
And does it again.
That armbar.
But again, wise to it is Raul Vlad. So strong, peels his arm out.
Yeah, well, Vlad clearly isn't having that much trouble getting him to the floor. So moving forward, maybe we're going to be looking for takedowns that land him inside control or another position that's beyond the legs.
Absolutely, yeah, side control, half guard. Right now, though, Robert Hughes doing real well off his back, not taking damage.
Yeah, not necessarily a strategy that's going to win you the round.
No,
but certainly a strategy that makes your opponent think.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that's going to allow you to survive till the next one. They stand up on their feet again. They have to start on their feet again. And you stand again, playing that mission, tries to go high with that triangle. Oh, that's some big shots from the top. I mean, he's answering from the bottom, but I'd prefer to be eating them if I'm on top, not underneath.
Absolutely. Great work by Vlad there.
Yeah, the unit corner going straight into work there.
Yeah. And what a corner that is. Connor Halliday and Danny Mitchell in your corner.
Yeah, if you can't go wrong if you got the Cheesecake Assassin on your side.
Also, might not notice him on the broadcast, but shout out to Muji Ahmed down there in the gains room. I'm sure he's got Vlad in fantastic shape for this fight, and it's showing.
Well, again, certainly cardio doesn't seem to be an issue for this young man. He worked hard over that 3 minutes. Lots of control, lots of top pressure.
Certainly. And yeah, Hughes taking some big, deep breaths, but listening attentively. You know, he's clearly eager to get this round back now.
Be interesting to see what happens if Hughes can actually get top position for a little while. He's so active off his back that it makes you think he'd be hunting for the submission.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you get to mount, right?
All touch gloves. Here we go. Second of three 3-minute rounds of this amateur welter.
Some big shots by Hughes.
And then a lovely knee up the middle, but Vlad responds. And then forces Hughes back up.
Like a wet blanket.
Yeah, he's trying to stay sticky and heavy, and Hughes trying to fire that knee back.
Oh, powerful work with the double unders and landing more in a half guard now.
But it's still a great work from Hughes, bringing up that, again, that mission control, a bit of rubber guard.
Yeah, really nice stuff here. And he's gonna, oh no, great work by Vlad to pummel back inside. But Hughes looking to isolate that right arm of Vlad.
Yeah, Hughes is staying, again, active off his back, trying to get to a hip now.
See, now this is where Vlad can clamp down. He can try and drive those hips to the floor and land big shots like this.
Yeah, he's going to lock down in that half guard. Again, a little bit of old Randy Couture there.
Quite right. Oh, I'm going for a buggy choke. Going to be a little more difficult from half guard. Really, you want to be in bottom side control to go for that. But hey, not a bad thought to have. Keep your man honest.
Absolutely. Right now, Raul Vlad, again, top position, top control, but being made to work just to stay there.
Yeah, and Hughes is doing the right things. Like, he's got his knee shield in. Ideally, we'd like that a little further across on the hip or on the chest. But again, you know, he's got the right ideas defensively. Just Vlad is very suffocating right now.
Yeah, 16-year-old, very strong. Got to be careful, though. Again, Robert Hughes.
Yeah, I mean, he is testing him. You know, a little more off balance than that could have been a sweep right there. So,
oh, looks to try and pass to side control.
See, I think Vlad's a little eager to punch him.
Yeah.
You know, and so there's opportunities to pass that he's not taking because he wants to hit him. Legitimate strategy. It's scoring in points.
Yeah, Hughes, though, every chance he gets, he's throwing shots from the bottom as well.
Yeah.
Some big hammer fists there from Raul Vlad.
Yeah, I think in a way Hughes is sort of being almost defeated by he's clearly good off the bottom. But we're at a point in the fight where maybe...
Is he going to lock in this no, again. Raul gets that shoulder out.
I think submitting him from your back is going to be a pretty hard ask. I would start thinking about wrestling up now.
Just control from the unit man in the red corner. And Robert Hughes is in this. I'd love to see what happens if this kid gets top control.
Yeah.
And surely that's what the corner's telling him. We don't want you on your back. You know you're threatening, but you're not getting up. You're not damaging. You're not making him honest.
Exactly. And again, there's despite it, this is obviously a welterweight fight, but there's a 4 kilo difference between these guys, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but Vlad is using all of that weight.
Absolutely, that's an extra 10 pounds. That's a weight class.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, perhaps not the jump up to middleweight, but 145, 155, 135, like that's a full weight class of difference.
Yeah, exactly. So I think if I'm in that Hughes corner, shoot on Vlad. Change it up.
Absolutely.
Get him thinking about the takedown now.
Well, Vlad wearing, a mouse under the eye, so some of those shots have landed marked up and bruised.
Yeah.
Robert Hughes, perhaps not wearing the fight quite so obviously. Raul Vlad, heavy leg kick.
Lovely combination, of the leg kick and the hook. Going now to the head.
Nice.
Powerful front kick. Oh, but eats a left hook, does Vlad. And I think the mouthpiece is out.
The mouthpiece came out. Lovely knees to the body as Vlad chases the takedown. And again, that extra weight.
Yeah.
Good work by our referee, just pausing the action there, getting the mouthpiece back in.
Yeah, I think really this was a case of Hughes accepting the bottom position there. He clearly likes these rubber guard attacks.
That's great when you're in a grappling tournament. It's not so good when an MMA judge is looking at, are you looking to finish the fight? Every time Raul Vlad lands 3 or 4 shots from here, not that he's taken that opportunity yet.
Yeah.
That's closer to winning the fight than searching for something that isn't there yet.
Well, exactly. And now he's locked this body triangle, which, you know, sure, it's good control, but it stops you from doing anything. Exactly like you say, Steve. It's an inactive bottom position.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's nullifying the amount of strikes he can take, the amount of damage he can absorb.
But yeah, what you want to see from here is him hitting wrestling switches and coming up on singles, something that's going to put him in a position to do damage of his own.
I mean, again, he's trying to force the head up. Pop.
Yeah, again, a sort of variation of a buggy choke, but you know that's not going to happen. Vlad is he's too strong.
And, you know, very unlikely you're going to get a stand-up from, you know, the guard unless...
Especially when you land shots like that.
Unless Hughes completely locks him down and just holds him in place.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's going to be Raul Vlad's pressure.
Exactly. And actually, now, maybe you don't even bother trying to pass the guard. You just stay here, keep chipping away.
Yeah, so far your submission D is held up.
Exactly. Sort of GSP style.
Yeah, you're not going to sub me, so I'm going to bury my head right in your chest.
Ooh, big hammer fist from the bottom, though, by Hughes.
Hughes is throwing almost as much from the bottom, if not more, than Vlad on top.
It's just, it's about the use of his energy, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, it looks great. He's given Vlad that nice little mouse under the eye, but that's energy that could have been used for some grappling attack.
Standing up. I mean, but right now, it's all shots from the bottom. Like, you're judging this, and this exchange is being won by the man in the blue corner.
Yeah, so maybe conventional MMA logic goes a bit out the window.
Oh, but now looking just to make sure the judges see that he's on top and landing. But there are stretches there where Hughes on bottom is throwing shots, and all that Raul Vlad can do is cover up, even though he's in top position. That's not winning the fight by the new judging criteria. So you saw him turn the urgency up in the last 10 or so seconds. He started to throw shots of his own, but I'm pretty sure that's given our judges something to think about.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I still feel that Vlad was the more dominant fighter overall.
I think so.
When it came to where the fight was happening, it was always dictated by Raul.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, a lot more competitive than it might have seemed if you told it back to someone.
Absolutely, and our judges have got some work to do. Not often this evening they've been called on, and when they have, the fights have been tight.
Yeah. No, some very good matchmaking tonight.
Mr. Sefcon is in the ring. He has the result, and he is going to make it official.
All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner. In the right corner,